Be with the Tucson Tasty Show. I'm Wesley Source, your host, and we're here at the Queen of Rocks tent at the Kino, Kino someplace. Gem and Mineral Show. Yes, that's it. And you got to come down and check out McCall's booth. We've got some amazing coffee. Coffee is brought to you by Battleborn Coffee, and thank you for supplying this incredible coffee. Oh yes, I do like that one, and we have Kelly from Dirty Cactus Open Gifts. I'm sorry, it might be empty, and we have Lonnie from Unique Intuition, Spark Project Collective, and so many more things. And you actually got us some really cool treats today. Why don't you tell us about those?
Did. So this morning we have Alvernon Donuts. Alvernon Donuts is a local bakery and donut shop. They have an incredible story, but we'll definitely have to go ahead and get them in here on the show so everyone can learn about that because
Yeah, absolutely.
and everything is made from scratch. So they actually gave us these 3 sandwiches for us today as complimentary to try to let everybody else know about how amazing they are. So
Well, we'll break into that in a minute, but we're
we're
gonna
breaking
go
that,
through.
but we also have they're like dumplings. It's a bacon dumpling.
Oh, it's a bacon one this time.
It's a bacon
Oh my
dumpling.
gosh.
I call this a pig in a blanket.
It is.
But I mean, it's not like a hot dog. It is. It's. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just a very good beef in the.
It's 100% beef. It's
It's
probably
100%
Hebrew
beef.
National, which
Yeah.
is good. But it would be better if it was the Vera Earl Premium Beef hot dogs because now they have
Absolutely.
hot dogs, and we need to make sure that we're
Right.
eating those because they're one massive, two. They've got that bite, that pop
Mhm.
when you bite into them like a traditional hot dog does, and they were actually developed for the Arizona Sands Club, so
Ooh.
they're the official hot dog of the Arizona Sands Club,
Nice. We'll see.
and you can get that from vepremiumbeef.com.
Oh yes.
vepremiumbeef.com.
But they also have here, we also have their new apple donut that they just rolled out with. And then we have a lemon meringue powder, but then we also have lemon. So
Absolutely.
I guess there's 2 different lemons. But I'm excited about the sandwiches though when we get there. But yes, so we
Awesome.
have Alvernon Donuts right here. And you definitely want to go in and ask for Poe. He's
Poe.
amazing.
Awesome. And one of the things that we do with the Tucson Tasty shows, we invite all the restaurants to come on the radio show at absolutely no cost. And we want to make sure that we keep telling everybody about that because it gets lost in translation sometimes.
Yes.
The radio show is absolutely no cost for the restaurants, the chefs, the brewers, the wineries, or anything else, because they're our content. They're the people we're interviewing. They're the
Right.
people we're supporting, and the people why we're talking to them and entertaining the public.
And they're the
and
ones
getting
that
their
feed our
stories.
community and make us
Absolutely.
all, I mean,
And they
what
need
better
as
way
much support
than
as
to break
possible.
bread, right?
And
So,
one of our favorites and repeat offenders on the show, if you will, Mama Louise's. That's Michael Elefante. Chef Michael Elefante is absolutely incredible, and he is rolling out an all-you-can-eat buffet. Is back,
what?
and yes, yeah, an all-you-can-eat buffet is coming back, and or not all-you-can-eat buffet, pasta buffet.
Pasta buffet.
Pasta buffet. Gotta
Okay.
specify pasta buffet, and I think it's like $15 or $16,
Ooh.
and it's on Mondays and Fridays. And Mama Luisa's. If you haven't been to Mama Luisa's, he doesn't like to brag, but they make over 100 pounds of fresh pasta every day.
So we can brag for him.
Yes,
We can
because
brag
it's all
for
fresh
him, right?
pasta. And then he's like opening the doors and just
That's
come and
gotta
eat.
smell amazing. in
Oh no,
there.
it's one of my
ooh,
favorites.
definitely.
And looks like we have a unicorn. I don't know if we can bring the unicorn back here,
Yes.
but maybe Tina can
Hi,
coordinate that.
Blanco.
This is Scott from Track, and Track is a pretty cool thing.
Yes.
And check out this unicorn. Let me get up.
Hey,
Hi.
Sit down.
Okay.
He'll just join the show.
All right, there we go.
Hi, Blanco.
You have anything to say? Nope. All right, perfect. Yeah.
Aw.
He says if you got a carrot, maybe you got
Fair enough.
Right?
So yeah, we're doing the unicorns now on the show. So here we are. Now Track is
It's Therapeutic Ranch for Animals and Kids. We're a local nonprofit impacting Tucson's children for over 18 years.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you for bringing the unicorn over. My 12-year-old is going to be very jealous. I got to hang out with a unicorn
I know, right?
and have amazing donuts and everything.
Don't be nervous. You're fine.
I tend not to turn my back on large animals, but here we are
But Blanco's a fuzzy teddy bear.
with big teeth. Have you seen those teeth?
Yes.
Yes.
Big teeth.
But
But
actually, he's older, so he doesn't have very many teeth.
Yeah.
he's got a lot of gums.
Maybe at the next show, I'll bring the donkey. His name is Smooch. You can just give him.
He would make a lot of noise, right? He's yeah.
Yelled the
Yeah.
first day, and people thought there was an alarm going off, and it was actually the donkey.
Thank you so much,
It was
Scott.
so
Oh, you're
funny.
welcome, buddy.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
of course. And where can everybody find you?
We're at the Kino Sports Complex. We're at the corner of Milbert and Fergus. Look for the towers and the red carpet and the Queen of the Rocks.
Perfect. And how can people find you on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, website?
Our website is www.tracktucson.org.
Okay,
And
so
that's
that's
TRAK.
TRAK dot or Tucson.org. There you go. Awesome. Thank you for that. That was awesome. There's so many cool things here, and we really got to check them out. I mean, there's some really amazing jewelry, all the rocks that are around, and I'm sure Kelly can probably talk a little bit more about
I was
that.
going to say, Kelly can
as
probably
I-
talk about these, not only about these, but about her soaps that have been going on.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to have all 4 of the crystal designs out again. I have the strawberry quartz, the amethyst, the smoky quartz, and then the ones that I call like a smoky island. Those are basically just a regular like quartz or selenite looking crystal with druzy. But then when if you set them out and you just kind of like set them on a shelf, they kind of almost turn into like a citrine because they kind of like yellow just a little bit. So it's a really beautiful crystal soap. And a lot of people, what they ask is like, doesn't that hurt to use? But actually it's all soap, and all of it I have carved. So none of it is ouchy, not the druzy, not the crystals, none of it. And so it's all going to just wear down as you use it, if you choose to use it. If you choose to use it as a piece of art, I will be humbled, but otherwise, it is just soap, which is really awesome. I do have actual crystals. I have some Lemurian crystal point soaps that actually have crystals in them, so they look very different than the ones I hand carved, of course. But then we have our lapis, we have our wolfenite, we have our desert jasper, and then our amethyst geodes as well. So
Wonderful.
if
What's the
you-
craziest thing you've seen here so far outside of your soaps? I mean, because those are pretty crazy.
You know, I've been pretty confined to my booth for the most part. So I would love to say that I've been able to like walk around more, but I haven't. But just when I drive in and I drive out, there are, you can see around here, obviously, there's beautiful sculptures, statues, and crystals that are ginormous, right?
Yes.
And so driving in today, I saw this. It had to be 13 feet tall, and it looked almost like roots that were intertwined and carved, and it was ginormous. And I thought to myself, I wonder if that is mineral or if that's petrified wood, or like, what kind of beautiful, yeah, and what perfect like sculpture would that be for like the entrance of like a natural history museum, or if it's petrified wood for a botanical garden or something like that. And I thought, man, I wonder all of the different people that you wouldn't think, because there's obviously people who love rocks, geodes, gems, and crystals. Granted, those people come to the gem show, don't get me wrong, right? But then expand that out a little bit, like people who are getting ready to open some big, beautiful, wonderful thing, or they're architects who need a perfect piece for something, or interior designers. I wonder how many of those people come in and they look at the gem show for something completely unique to put in, and you wouldn't think that they would be here to find something. I mean, there's amazing stuff here. And just because you might not be a rock person, if your rock friend wants to have you come, you should come too, because there's inevitably going to be a million things for you to find as well.
And if you're a rock star, you need to be here too.
Of course,
I'll tell Zonora to get down here.
Yeah, for sure. Zonora would be welcome down here.
So, what kind of sandwich would you like to try? Sausage,
Oh, you know me.
bacon. You don't eat.
I don't eat sandwiches, but
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
I'll
You want
drink
the
coffee.
hot dog?
Do you want the hot dog?
I
Do you want the dumpling? Do you want
mm,
the lemon?
I love you to death, but that's mixing a lot of flavors.
Okay, so we're
Mhm.
good.
So
All
the
right,
last times that you
more
brought
for
the
me.
Alvernon donuts and I loved them all, now when we're mixing flavors, now we get outside of my comfort zone. Which
We're gonna have a
more for you.
conversation about this later, but
I'll get made fun of and it'll be perfectly fine. There we go.
Well, that's not really mixing flavor. It's like, you know.
I don't eat hot dogs. Yeah.
there's too many flavors in the hot dog. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom.
He always does that. It's okay. I'm getting
We have
used
some
to
other
it.
we have some other people that we'd like to introduce
Mhm.
as well. Why don't we have Gordy and Jeremiah? Why don't you guys go ahead and jump in?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Yeah. Can we hop out for a second?
Let me hop
Yep.
on this one.
Yep. Take your sandwich.
But I'm going to take my sandwich.
Yes.
Priorities here.
Yeah.
And-
What kind of a?
I'm
What,
taking
yes, of course. What kind of sandwich would you like to try?
I'm good, actually. I've actually went full carnivore diet last Saturday, so I'm just meat only. So I might steal a hunk of sausage out of there or something. There we go.
All right. So full carnivore, no, none for you.
Yep.
Sausage, donut. The breakfast dumpling is amazing, and that one's a bacon one. It's this guy right here.
Yeah, I might try a donut later.
All right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So tell me a little bit about what you do.
Okay. So our company is called Crystal Clear Wash,
Mm-hmm.
and what we do is we clean hood ventilation systems. So restaurants are required by law to get their hoods cleaned, and so
Right.
we clean those. We also do.
Otherwise, it's a fire hazard.
exactly.
And all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So we get that.
I always cringe when I'm watching Gordon Ramsay Kitchen Nightmares, and he goes, "It's the first place he reaches. It's up on the hood." And he goes, "What is wrong with you?" It's like nasty stuff's just pouring out. And when's the last time you cleaned this? And 3 months ago. I cleaned it every 3 months, and they're so proud of themselves. And he's like, "It's supposed to be cleaned weekly," and yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So for fire safety, we do clean it every 3 months. But you're right, for maintenance of it and looking good, of course, the restaurant's responsible for pulling it down and
Absolutely.
getting it clean. But yeah, so we'll degrease it, we'll polish it, we'll pressure wash from the top to the bottom, and we'll leave the store nice and clean.
that's awesome. How can people get a hold of you?
Well, our phone number is 520-425-6243.
Okay.
And then they can email us at crystalclearwashaz
All right.
at gmail.com.
Awesome. And we have Gordy as well. Gordy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so I work for Acacia IT. We're a local Tucson born and bred IT company. We do cybersecurity, specialize in HIPAA and all those things. I got a little update I can share today if that's okay. So there's a current thing happening with a Microsoft Outlook. If
Yeah.
you haven't updated your Outlook in quite some time, even if you run it on a Mac or Windows, I just broadcasted this on my cybersecurity tip of the week. If you follow me on LinkedIn. But it's a 0-day exploit. It's happening right now. So what's happening is the bad guys are sending an email out with a link with some malicious code in there. And even if you don't click on the email, but if it's in your reading pane, it'll actually activate it. So they found that little loophole. So they're exploiting that. Today's going to be a big day of that happening. So if there's a Microsoft update, for your Outlook, security patches, you want to get those patched ASAP today. That actually happened here. It was released within the last 24 hours. So chances are Microsoft will be on top of it within the next 24 to 48 hours to send an update or a patch. So I definitely recommend doing that. So that's my tip of the week. I appreciate you having me on your show and giving Jerry a shout out
likewise.
here.
Appreciate
He
you.
does some great work. I've known Jerry
Absolutely.
for a while, so
It's our pleasure to have you here. And, you know, I was watching a show actually yesterday, and there was a deep fake of somebody that made a threat, and then he shows up to work, and then the police all swarm and everything else. And then they have to, you know, just figure out where this video came from. And I was thinking about the last time you were on the show
Yep.
and talking about how, you know, the CEO ordered somebody to transfer millions of dollars, and he even had, you know, all the other people that were supposed to be on the call and everything else, and it was just
Believed.
it's 100%
it's
deep
wild.
fake. Yeah, it was a hopeful
So,
production. So
Be suspicious.
Yes.
Code words, interpersonal code words.
Yep.
I have them for my kids, and so if where we send somebody to pick up our kids, they have the password, the safety word, and
that's a great idea.
and
Make
if
that
they don't have that,
memorable, too. Yeah.
well, I had it too, and then I was in the Air Force, and we had the panic word. So I was like, yeah, that's a good idea to teach the kids the good or the words. And I mean, it works to make sure that somebody just doesn't walk up and say, hey, your mom had to go to the emergency room, and they told me to take you over there and walk off with your kids. You know, it's terrifying, the world we live in sometimes. So
Well, we're doing
but
our part to fight those guys. So.
yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely, and yeah.
Thanks
awesome.
again.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, appreciate it.
I was just gonna say, like, right now, when there's so many people here for the gem show, and there's so many people doing business, and there's emails going back and forth for, okay, did you get this order? Hey, I want to make sure this. Hey, did you get this money? It's a perfect time to really make sure, because you're already in the mindset of money is about to be exchanged. So making sure that you're protected, so that money goes to your account and not somebody else's.
And don't use public Wi-Fi.
Fair.
You might
Even with a VPN?
You might walk in. Yeah. Yes. Actually, so you might walk into one of these tents and they have Wi-Fi available. Use your hotspot on your phone. That's the best way, or carry a little mobile hotspot, because even if you open up a VPN, you're on their Wi-Fi network and they can see you opening up that door for you, for them. So you want to not use just any old public Wi-Fi. Hotels, restaurants, especially all the tourists we have coming into town. You know, coffee shops, places like this. So use your own hotspot on your phone. Best thing.
So even with a VPN, you
Yes.
don't recommend using any public Wi-Fi. All right. That one's an updated one. So there you go. You heard it here first, people. The Tucson Tasty Show, tasty bites from Gordy.
All right.
Awesome. And how can everybody get a hold of you to get more?
Yeah, they can go to acaciait.com, or they can give me a call at 520-365-0244. Also, take a look on LinkedIn, G. Gordy Siewert on LinkedIn. Follow me for cybersecurity tips of the week, and I'll do what I can to help you out.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you very much. And how can everybody get a hold of you, Jeremiah?
Yeah, again, it's 520-425-6243 or crystalclearwashaz@gmail.com. And I wanted to mention we also do windows and
Okay.
sidewalks as well. So
Nice.
we want that curb appeal for the restaurants. And so,
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So
they you come in and you do the hood, you do the windows, you do the sidewalks, so everything looks clean, it smells clean,
yeah.
and it's a great first impression. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
One more time, how can everybody get a hold of you?
Again, 520-425-6243. And that's crystalclearwashaz@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.
I can't wait to chat with you a little bit more after this. We got about 10 minutes left, and then we'll be in. Do you want to pop in? We've got McCall,
The queen
the
herself.
Queen of Rocks. Thank you for having us today and hosting us today.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
No, it's our pleasure. And that hat is just next next level, right? But
Thank
the whole
you.
tent is like incredible. I mean, look at all the backdrop that we have here, and you helped set it up, or set us up here, but you set all of this up.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's definitely really amazing, and I'm sure you were responsible for having the unicorn come over here too.
Well, I do my best.
Yes.
I like to make you nervous. It's perfect. I figured that if it was sneeze on the food, you probably wouldn't touch it.
Oh no, I would have been out. And I knew I was going to eat, so I feel bad for not petting it, but I'll pet it after.
Afterwards,
Yes.
Blanco would love it.
Yes,
You
he
know,
would.
he is one of our staple at the Therapeutic Ranch for Animals and Kids. It is an amazing organization for anybody that's interested in looking and becoming a member and bringing your children to learn how to be with animals. Special needs children thrive at track. We have a lot of life skill courses. And just really being there really settles them and they feel really amazing there. One of my sons is very low on the spectrum and he thrives there. And it's like I have to be diligent to bring him to track and
Yes,
to
yeah,
allow
absolutely.
him that time where he could be himself and the animals can just be loving on him.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. So we would love to invite you guys to come to the Kino Sports Complex. Over, if you just come in between the ballpark and the hospital, just go all the way to the end.
Yep.
That's Milbur, and that's my corner. I have amazing
So,
other
what I'll
booths
say
here
is,
too.
it does all the way go almost all the way to I-10 there. I
It
mean,
does.
it stops right on that fence. So come in the main entrance, which is right in the middle.
Right in the middle,
and
on
then you
Milbur.
take a right, and it's the biggest tent.
Yeah, I have my set of towers. You can't miss this.
You can't miss.
It's 20 feet up in the air. I'm the only
Yes.
one with a set of towers. So come and check us out. We've got crystals, we've got amethyst, we've got pan drums, we have Colombian stuff, Brazilian, from around the world, actually.
What I just wanted to make sure you didn't forget is for people, tax time is coming, right?
Yes.
And what people don't remember often or don't know about often is Arizona being a matching state for taxes. And so track qualifies for that. So
Dollar for dollar.
Dollar for dollar, exactly. So if nobody likes paying taxes. It's not the fun part of,
And if we
making
do
money,
pay
right?
taxes, we'd like to know where it goes.
You'd like to know where it
You
goes,
know?
right? So would you rather pay it to the government and smile and nod and say, I hope you do something good with it? Or would you rather hand it to track? Yeah, so
We're not
no,
no,
but
we're not about. It's
not at
it's
all.
about taxes.
But it's about
so
taxes, and so the fun part is that I think it's $480 for a single, $960
$964
for
a
for a
couples.
couple.
You-
But you literally could hand that straight to track, and it counts as your state taxes.
Bingo.
To donate for
That's a great question.
What's that?
Cut off.
Because I know that's a fiscal.
No, you have until April 15th.
And it counts as last year's.
As
Yeah.
counts as last year's tax.
So
Yeah.
you can give it to, beautiful unicorns and, animals and kids, and you're helping the kids that are in our
You're
community.
helping community.
Yeah.
You're really, track is a huge part of the community, and you're going to see where your money goes.
Yes.
And you're more than welcome to come and visit us too.
And I'll tell you a fun story. Like I went to do a track tour because they offer, tours to come and check out the ranch and
right.
see what it is. And I was walking and I got to say hi to all the animals, and I'm an animal person anyway. So I was enjoying all the animals. And then I came up to a new horse, and this horse was ginormous, so big and so beautiful. And I happened to notice that this horse's name is my mom's name. And my mom just passed away a couple years ago. And this horse had just barely been added to the ranch and hadn't been ridden by anybody yet or anything. It was just being integrated. And I was talking to Norma, and I was enjoying her. And she started nuzzling me, and I was cuddling her, and we were chatting. And I fell in love with Norma. And I was like, wow. And Scott said, okay, I think she might be ready to be ridden. Fast forward, I go, because I had Arizona boxes to deliver for all the ranch hands, for beautiful soap boxes to pass out. And so I brought it, and Norma was out in the free area, and Norma came, as soon as I pulled up my car, she can't know my car, I know this because obviously, but she went straight up to the fence, and I was like, I know that horse. I know that's Norma. Now, I know that she couldn't know me, but she was so personable because track is therapeutic not only for animals but also for kids and people. So I ended up talking to Scott and saying hi to Norma, and then she was like up against the fence being like, come back and say hi to me. And I got to like love on her and, give her more attention. And so, if you like animals, it's a wonderful place to just go and just kind of refuel your your cuddles, and things like that. But I mean, they do wonderful things, like I said, also for animals in need as well. So I was really, I don't know, maybe it's just because her name was Norma, but she's
But we
beautiful.
rescue. We do
Yeah.
rescue ones that would be perfect for our
Program.
ranch, for
Yeah.
our programs. We have many different programs. We have Mommy and Me program. We have Buckaroo
Birthday
program.
parties.
We have birthday parties. We do a lot of things like life assistance. So we go to elder care and it's incredible because we bring our kid volunteers, and they go to. There's animals running around here. That's why everybody's
It's
like,
fun.
"What's going on?" There are kid volunteers that come that are part of track, and they bring the animals to an elder care, and it is incredible to watch them. They get so excited that they know that day where they're kind of bored in their space. They know when track's coming in, and they get all decked out and happy
Cute.
and talk about their farm days and talk about anything, and they're just petting the chicken. That's right, they're petting the chicken or the duck or the
Yeah.
bunny or Smoochie. You'd love Smoochie.
Yeah, Smoochie.
You'd
is,
actually give him
Smoochie
a
is nice.
kiss.
You know, I'll be honest. You know, typically when horses see me coming, they go, "Oh, no, not him." You know,
Please don't ride me.
But Smooch is a donkey. But Smooch is a donkey.
Smooch is a donkey.
Yeah, they always yell at me.
No, they love you. They're saying hello.
Oh, okay.
Okay. They do speak and
Yeah.
they grunt. And
Smooch
they're
has been
fun.
a frequent flyer here at the show. So,
Yeah, so
he's-
Smooch
has
is
been hanging out.
He's been here since he was a baby, and Chewy the goat, which
Yeah,
you would,
Chewy's been here too.
he is our mascot for the show.
Chewy
Yes.
leaves presents.
Yes.
I met him yesterday.
No, you met Reba.
Mm.
Oh, Reba, yeah.
Reba's a
Reba's
little
been here
one.
too.
Chewy's big.
No, there's a big one at the ribbon cutting for
Oh, that
Uh,
was Chewy.
Picture Rocks Cooling,
Picture
Heating,
Rocks,
and
yeah.
Plumbing.
Okay.
Which, by the way, congratulations to Ron Arenas and the whole team for the new location. It's absolutely incredible. Shout out.
Yoo-hoo-hoo. I love Ron. He's amazing. He's actually a board member of Track.
Awesome.
And he totally understands it and loves it. And so we love our Ron. We all of us that, we all help each other too. So he takes care of actually all my AC units and my heaters.
I
So
mean, Tucson community, that's what it's all
it
about.
is. It's really about Tucson community. God
Yeah.
bless you guys. And thank you for all the good work. And thank you for watching.
Well, how can everybody find the Queen of Rocks?
Oh, you can come to my Instagram, which is spelled Michal, which is Michal, the and word, and company.com. So Michal at McCall or McCallandCompany.com. McCall is my American name. So yes, people do, everybody starts
Well, with
spitting
that
at
hat,
you.
we
And so
gotta
you're
just
like,
do
yeah, I'm
McCall.
not going to go there. So MichallandCompany.com on my Instagram, my Facebook, my TikTok, everything. It's all
Also,
that.
you
My
have
YouTube.
you have a beautiful warehouse that even if people aren't coming here,
Yeah, it's a
they
year
can
round.
also go and they can see all the beauty over
Yeah.
there on
We have
1102.
an event room. We
Bonita.
have a healing center. We have a lot of things going on. Yeah, just come and check me out. Queen of Rocks Healing Community. Also, that's another one on my Instagram that we love to support. Healing
Hey.
work, wellness, anything about wellness. That's me.
And the event next Friday.
And the event next Friday with Karen. Yeah, so this is going to be over the top. So it is an artist that does watercolors with crystals. So we crush the crystals to a powder. We add pigment to it, paint, and then we do a meditation. And then afterwards, you start to paint with your paint on your board, and all of a sudden, crystals start to grow, regrow, reformulate on the board.
You got to check that out, everybody.
It's awesome.
And don't forget to come and check out Dirty Cactus Soaps and Gift at the inside the tent.
Yeah.
And Kelly can really help you clean up your act. So definitely check that out.
I'll make it smell good.
Check out. Thank you to Battleborn Coffee for the coffee as always. Thank you for sponsoring coffee with the Tucson Tasty Show. Thank you to Alvernon Donut Shop. We got to get Poe on the show, and we'll make that happen.
Got to know the story.
Because, yeah, we got to know the story behind who comes up with a savory dumpling. I mean, look at this thing. This thing, it's filled with bacon, eggs, and cheese.
It's like a sandwich.
Yes, but it's all in
a
just
donut.
It's wonderful. It's
And
my
a
kind of
savory.
it's my
That
kind
is
of a
kind of-
donut.
yeah.
It's my kind of donut. And everything is just incredible out there. So definitely go check them out there at 1450 South Alvernon Way, and that's in Tucson, 85711. That's just around the corner from here.
It is.
So maybe we'll just go over there and harass them after this. But thank you to everybody for joining us today on the Tucson Tasty Show. We'll see you next week, Friday, 10 a.m. We live stream every week from different places. Maybe we'll be back here.
That'll be our last weekend.
Yeah, that'll make sense. And then because we got to come to where Kelly is, And then if you want to have us come out to your coffee shop or your restaurant for coffee with the Tucson Tasty Show, just email the Tucson Tasty Show at gmail.com. That's the Tucson Tasty Show at gmail.com. And we're happy to come out and support and talk about your restaurant. So, as always, stay tasty, Tucson.